Hi friends, I'm Jyoti Singh and I welcome you all this video. Friends, here we are going to learn how ordinary people get extraordinary success in their life. Friends, do you know how it happens? It happens with three reasons. And what are all those three reasons we are going to discuss in this video? The reason number one, and that is they understand the neuroplasticity. What do they understand? They understand neuroplasticity. They're not aware with neuroplasticity, but they follow some neuroplastic wiring in their mind, and that's why they get succeed. How? What is neuroplasticity? We will understand. Friends, listen. In this 21st century, scientist has invented that our mind, our brain cells are very much flexible. When we learn a new skill, a new teachings or a new subject, then our brain cells get expand, it gets lots of place, and it creates a different structure in its mind. Okay, and friends, the brain cells get changed. A lot of cells which were dying, which were not working earlier, those cells starts working. So in neuroplasticity, you can say that previously, if you talk about 50 years ago, then doctors even used to say that after a certain time, human being minds does not grow, or we become, it has been said in Hindi, chikna ghada. Chikna ghada means after a certain time you will not grow anyhow, okay, and your mind, your intellect will be certain at a level. But it's not like that, my dear friends. And you know, neuroplasticity does not depend on your age. It depends on that action which you are taking. It depends on the mood and temper. How are you acting? How much aware you are for learning? Means what, my dear friends? If you are learning something new, then in your brain, a lot of brain cells will get activated. Your 60 billion neurons and 80 trillion cells start working. Okay, they start regenerating a lot of new chemicals. And my dear friends, in neuroplasticity, again remember one more thing, and that is what? First thing, in neuroplasticity, friends, it has three types, and the type number one is what? Chemical neuroplasticity. First, understand the meaning of neuroplasticity. Neuro means neurons, plasticity means plastic, means as plastic can take a shape of any of the thing, in the same way our mind cells, our brain can also get converted in different situations or in different learnings, and after that our brain cells get expanded. Okay, so when we start learning anything new, then three things happens in our mind. What is that? First thing is that, my dear friends, and that is chemical neuroplasticity. What happens in chemical neuroplasticity? A certain type of chemical gets releases from our mind, and we get influenced by that chemical, and we take decisions and we get motivated. For example, if you are watching my video, or if you watch any of the motivational video, so there is some chemical changes in your mind. That's why you become so much motivated and you want to take action. You feel good. A lot of good hormones start generating in your body. Another thing, this is the first type, this is the first role, okay, of neuroplasticity. First type is what? Chemical. A certain type of chemical gets releases, and that chemical gives us a momentary pleasure or a momentary change, we can say that, or a short term change in our life. The next level, but after certain time, that motivation, my dear friends, gets diminishes. The second level is what? Structural neuroplasticity. What is structural neuroplasticity, my dear friends? Structural neuroplasticity is when we take action on a certain work again and again. If we are taking action and if we are enjoying with that work, then after certain time, my dear friends, we find our brain cells starts taking a shape, a certain shape, okay, and it becomes much more flexible. It becomes much more flexible, and those neurons and cells which were not working previously for a long time, they start working together. And when both of them, the neurons and cells, starts working together, then our mind becomes much more stronger and it becomes much more stable, you can say that. Okay, and my dear friends, here change comes. You know, a person learns discipline, a person learns to be focused, a person learns concentration, okay, all these good things. And such type of person, whatever focuses he gets in his life. For example, athletes are the best example of this, okay, because in structural, their brain cells, their brain structure gets changed, and they become a man of his karmas and his you can say that his discipline, okay. The next thing is in neuroplasticity, very much important, and that is, my dear friends, functional neuroplasticity. What is functional neuroplasticity? When we start, there is example, some scientists, what they did, they gave, they worked on a certain people, and they found that when we start taking, when we take action, okay, then certain functions, certain actions which we take again and again, those actions make a particular shape, okay, or you can say that it leaves in our mind a permanent structure, and that structure becomes much more stronger to do that action, okay. For example, when a person wakes up early in the morning daily, so his functions, his actions will allow him to wake up early in the morning again and again, even if someday he wants to sleep for long hour, but he will not do that, because he is in the his brain cells are now functioning in right direction, waking up 5 a.m. or 4 a.m. so it will help him to wake up, right. Another thing, my dear friends, I'll say, these people who were ordinary, but they got extraordinary result in their life. One more thing is very much important in their life, that is RAS, reticular activating system. My dear friends, what is reticular activating system? I'll say reticular activating system is something which is, friends, when our mind works, reticular activating system, I'll say it is related much more to muscle memory, okay. If anything enters in your RAS, if anything enters in your muscles, then that thing stays with you for a longer time, okay. That knowledge, that thing you enjoy for a longer time. So just take the example of learning bicycle, or learning swimming, or learning riding bike, motorbike, or riding car, or riding anything. You will see such people who drive these things, they do not forget this. Maybe if they, if even if they anyhow delete, but sometimes it happens, some people get the memory loss, or some people become mad, okay, but they never ever forget these activities like swimming, riding bicycle, riding a motorbike, or riding any of the vehicles. They don't ever forget. Why? Sometimes people forget their parents if they have the problem of amnesia, means memory. When people lose, when people you can say that they forget their memory, and they forget their relationship and everything. Okay, so that is amnesia. So if people may be the victim of that, okay. Insomnia, that disease name is insomnia, that was a misspell, okay. So if those people who are suffering from insomnia also, they forget their relationship, everything, but they do not forget these activities. Ask me why? Because these things have entered into their RAS, okay. The same way, my dear friends, I'll say, if we want a permanent change in our life, for getting permanent change, we need to work on our RAS. Our red means we have to give that experience to our muscles, because when our muscles will get trained, then it will start working. It will not ask to your body, mind, and other things, okay. The next thing is very much important in this respect, and that is what talent code, my dear friends, okay. What is the talent code? Talent code is that just take the example of athletes, or people who are ordinary. In talent code, it has been done, there has been research. The research is on those people who were born and brought up in a very simple family, you can say that, where there was not a lot of luxuries, and the parents has not a big goals and other things in their life, but their children become athletes, and they become very wise in their life. For example, you can say that, you can take the example of a lot of athletes, my dear friends, and you can take the example of even in a lot of actors, actresses also. means acting was not in their DNA, but they become very much famous in that. How it happens? Okay, so here these people, such type of people has been found with a talent code, a different talent code. Okay, so that talent code is something, I'll say, it can be also established in ourselves if we will work on our neuroplasticity, and when we will work on our areas, then we get a right talent code also, means we become talented, we become creative. Okay, and a lot of creativity starts coming from us, my dear friend. So I'll say, if you are an ordinary person, no issue at all, or if you're not born and brought up in Ambani's family or Ratan Tata family, it's okay and fine. You can become Ambani's Ratan Tata or whatever. If you want to go in politics, or if you want to go in acting, or wherever you can go. For that, my dear friends, I'll say work on 3 things. First, neuroplasticity. Another thing, RAS. And third thing, talent code. Means, my dear friends, you start, just if you're learning a skill, engage yourself, because when you will learn, for example, when you started to watch my video, from that time till this time, you're not the same person, my dear friends. Okay, here I'll say you are a different person. The next thing, because your brain cells are now operating on different level. If you will go to measure it, then you will find it is working on a different level. Another thing, RAS. Train your RAS, fit your RAS, or train your RAS for the experiences, whatever you want to get in your life forever. Next thing, talent code. Talent code, if you are working on all these 2 things, talent code, automatically you will become creative, and you will establish a better talent code. Your talent code will also help you, you will become talented somewhere. Okay, so this was all about, my dear friends, from becoming ordinary to extraordinary, right? If you like this video, subscribe my channel, share with your friends. Till that time, bye bye, take care. I'm signing off here. Bye.